Welcome to the Appalachian Avengers YouTube channel. It's me, Harpo, here with Goten, aka Omega, for you APW boys who don't watch our channel.
Here to start a riot, boys.
We're here with the Avengers Shoot Podcast.
Yes.
And
an idea we scrambled together, but it might work.
Our main topic for today, before we get into responses, is well, it's simple. How hard is it to actually get into the Caw community?
Yeah. And this is gonna be an interesting one because we both kind of have our own thoughts on it. I kind of got in probably a lot different than Harpo did, so this will be an interesting turn.
So
both have our own.
Omega, if you want, I'm gonna refer to Goten as Omega for simplicity's sake, since it's more Caw related. Omega, if you wanna go ahead and tell your story on how you got into the whole Caw community.
Mine took a bit longer than yours, but that's because I didn't have anybody to shout me out or help get me signed like you did with me. But
nice.
I started in July because I randomly found, I think his name was T-Splitzer. Shout out to him. I don't know what he does anymore because he stopped doing his stream. But I found his interactive universe, which I became a manager in. And some backstory on this, I was a Caw wrestler for a short time in 2K16, but didn't really go anywhere. So I was like, I knew the community existed, I just kind of never bothered with it until 18. So that's how I got my start back in. But to actually get signed to a Fed after I decided, hey, I'm gonna try to actually do this, it took about from July to October, so about, it would take 3 months. Which the first two places I signed with, if anybody doesn't know, was a place called NGR, New Gen Rising, and a place called the Worldwide Wrestling Network. Those are my two home-based feds that actually took me in when I was an unknown. And Worldwide Wrestling Network, I just stumbled upon on Twitch looking for places, and they took me in. So shout out to them. I don't know what's up with them right now. They're kind of on hiatus and all that, but still shout out to them for bringing me in when literally nobody knew I existed, and people just thought, oh hey, another Omega, screw him.
Yeah.
And then NGR, obviously, Finn, or Tom, whatever you want to call him, dope dude. This could be if you ever want to have me or both of us shoot on NGR, that'd be a fun one, but it'd be nothing but praise probably.
Yeah, probably.
Because Tom is an awesome dude. Shout out to him. I couldn't say it enough. But he took me in for that NGR opportunity. If you go to NGR opportunity on the Premier Wrestling Network channel, your boy was there. Pretty flippy boy. I was just a powerhouse heel. And I was on night 2. That was a fun time. But yeah, it took me a couple months. I literally was just roaming about doing attire stuff until then. I know I kind of did my own show back then. Not even near as good as APW. It was just kind of my own thing. I streamed on Mixer, just to get myself booked.
Good old Mixer.
Yeah, good old Mixer.
So your original show was literally just so that people would actually start booking you.
Yeah, that was the idea. I mean, I got some people actually on it, but it didn't really help me. I kind of just had to reach out to people, which worked out in the end. But I know your point of view, your perspective, and what happened with you is a bit different.
My perspective, it didn't take as long for me to actually get in the Caw. Probably took, 2 months total before I actually had a match. What happened is, me and Omega went to an indie show around here.
Yeah.
Christopher Daniels was there too, and I made him sign in Cobra. That's a story for another day.
That was a fun time.
I had to point that out.
Yeah.
And then he told me about, cause I knew kind of that there were Caw shows and stuff, but I always thought it was someone made all the Caws on their one show, cause I remember I remember when Creative Show was a thing. I remember actually seeing I found some really old Fed from back then.
Probably FAM.
I don't know exactly what it was, but I downloaded the show because I was like, oh, what's this? And I sat there and I watched it because it was entertaining.
Yeah.
At least to me. And then I just kind of stopped caring about the WWE games because I slowly got away from WWE or wrestling just in general for a little while before coming back to it. But he told me that there's a thing that you can just join. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm the entire reason Harpo as a Caw wrestler exists. I just want to take the credit for that.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So I kind of put in, that I have you as my,
Yeah,
because that makes sense.
his
Without you, I
protege
wouldn't exist.
storyline-wise, and yeah, Harpo doesn't exist without me, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so originally it was like, oh yeah, there's this thing called Premiere. It's like, you should apply there and say that you know me. So I did that, and no one cared.
Yeah.
Literally nothing happened.
I think you just caught them at a bad time because Premiere was in the kind of slope right there where shows were taking a bit longer. So people just weren't talking as much. But
I think the biggest thing with me was I tried talking to people, but because I wasn't signed to a show, no one cared. Not one person cared.
Yeah.
They generally just ignored whatever I was saying.
Yeah, I just want to get back to mine. That kind of happened to me, but not really, because Premiere was a lot smaller when I joined back in October. So I think they're a bit more open to everybody. I get it now because Premiere hit a giant, they doubled in size in terms of popularity and wrestlers at the beginning of the year. So it could be a reason. They're just, used to having a ton of inactive
I wasn't sure the reason. I was just kind of disheartened me from doing anything in the community. I was like, oh, no one cares to talk to me and no one's going to assign me, so I just kind of stopped caring. And then Omega told me about Headstorm and how that it's a smaller thing, so it's more likely that you'll get signed.
Yeah.
And so I applied there, and he was full at the time because he hadn't made Storm Chasers yet. And I was like, oh, well, this sucks. And then I told Omega, it was the same day that I applied for Headstorm, and they told me, oh, they're full right now. We just wait a little bit. I was like, and I told Omega straight up, I was like, well, I'm just going to make my own show.
Yeah, and that's how you came to exist.
Yeah, because I just wanted to do something rather than just sitting here waiting.
And then shortly after that, he finally... Yeah, started getting signed.
And then it was because people started joining, and actually, because APW was literally pretty much just me and Omega. They had to talk to me and Omega when they joined, and so they realized that I'm not. Can I say that word without getting us taken down? I think I can.
No.
They realized that I'm not retarded, and yeah, I can say that. I think I'll be fine.
We're not demonetized, so we don't have to worry about that. But
yeah. We'll see.
We should be fine.
Yeah, no, so then I got, what happened then was Headstorm made their Storm Chasers division, which that was I like the idea. It's a good idea. Double M if you're watching.
Yeah.
Good. I love the idea. And then the same day, I made a mistake of joining MFW.
Oh. Dang. Dang.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot on that bit. I'll show on that after the story. Okay. So, but they had a spot open in the Rising Stars tournament that I took mistakenly.
I just want to point out, I told him to do it, but I didn't know what it was at the time. I thought it was a faction or something. But I mean, my opinion on MFW is different than his, so I'll give him mine after he's done shooting.
But so then after that, the first episode of Storm Chasers happened. Still nothing with MFW. They're not watching this. I know they won't because I don't think they care about any of their Rising Star talent. I really don't think they care. I mean, they want to watch it because you're here, Omega. Which if they do, hello. I'm sorry. I just don't like you guys.
Dang.
And then Premiere had their brand split thing that they started.
Trade systems thing.
Yeah, then I made a joke about being traded from, if I could be traded from free agent to on a show, and that actually worked.
And then Jesus was a real boy, and signed a boy.
He signed a boy after.
Signed that boy
after that joke.
There. Yeah. And it worked. So shout out to you, Jesus. You're a dope dude. If he wasn't dope, I wouldn't have played with him on Minecraft for 5 hours straight. That was a fun time.
And also, that's kind of been that. So since that's my story of Caw, I'm gonna go back to shoot on MFW. So the reason why I don't like MFW it's quite simple. They don't tell you crap. Literally, they told us, okay, don't tell anyone anything until we announce it, and then announced it literally 20 minutes later. So there really wasn't any point to have us not say anything. It's not like it mattered.
I mean, yeah.
It wouldn't matter. Because everyone.
But still, I mean, I can understand them. Even if they're just about to announce, I can understand them being like, "Oh, hey, just wait a couple minutes. Just wait until we can announce it, just so it does."
Yeah, but still,
it doesn't spoil the announcement.
They didn't tell us when they were announcing it. They were like, "Oh yeah, we're not going to announce it for a little while," and then announce it 20 minutes later.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm not in the Rising Stars. I'm on one of their main shows.
That's pretty much. That's pretty much how that happened. Yeah, they probably treat their main show people better. So then they're like, okay, you guys can hype up your matches and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds like, because the way I saw it, I thought that they're gonna do the entire tournament in a single day. Like that was gonna be one show as the tournament, which would make sense to me. It's not for a world title or anything. It's literally a tournament for a contract or something, or at least do the tournament in a way that's timely.
I think it's for like a new title.
I
don't remember.
Yeah, I've been signed with their show for like a month now, and I still haven't had a match with the tournament, and because they do it weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know when my match for that.
Once again,
I don't even know when my match for the tournament is going to be.
Much more positive opinion than Harpo's after he's done. Just thought I'd put that out.
Well, right. As we're recording this a little bit before premiering this, but we are premiering this, so you guys can talk to us. But
give your thoughts in the chat.
As of recording this right now, there's supposed to be a pay-per-view that I'm supposed to be watching for MFW, for Project Breakout, but I'm not because I don't consider myself on Project Breakout because they don't have us in that chat. They have all the Rising Stars in one chat with just management, so it's just a bunch of people who have no idea like what's okay joke-wise because we can't see any of the people on the actual show making jokes in a chat with each other and not knowing what to do. And manager's just there like, oh yeah, are you guys hyped for this show? And then everyone's like, yeah, we are, totally. 100%. Like, they asked if we were hyped for the pay-per-view, and it honestly took 5 minutes before anyone responded. And when they did, it was just one person. Then after that, it took another, like, 20 minutes, and everyone's like, yeah, we're so excited. So much sarcasm. At least the way I take it is just a bunch of sarcasm. Because, like, I don't know. It feels like it's a disorganized show. And it feels like the entire Rising Star thing is, like, a disorganized mess that should not have happened. Or at least should have been delayed to when they could actually make it so that it's, at least every week is a few matches. Rather than, like, oh, yeah, every now and then there'll be some matches. And then eventually we'll end it all. But, yeah, this is kind of the way I see it. So what's your quote-unquote positive opinion?
Well, so I don't have any issues with MFW. Well, a couple minor ones, which I'll get to, but I don't know obviously much with the Rising Stars because I was on Project Breakout, but now I'm on one of their main shows, Inferno. So obviously I'm not related to Project Breakout. I don't know what they're doing.
I mean, to be fair, if you're on Project Breakout, you wouldn't know anything about Rising Stars because none of the Rising Stars are in the Project Breakout chat.
They've had a couple matches. I know. I watched some of the preview episodes on playback. I usually don't catch the shows live much anymore, but I watch them on playback on Twitch. But I mean, the owners are pretty chill. They seem the issue of MFW is they try to do too much when they can, like more than they can. They also do a ton of multi-man matches, which it might just be a little bit because I lost my title in a 4-way tag match, which. Okay, I don't know why we're having like pretty much every tag title match, and PB was a 4-way at the time. Which I mean, whatever. I get you want to give teams opportunity, but
I can at least give them credit. This pay-per-view only has 2 5-man matches, although almost like all 7 of the matches are title matches. No, there's 1 non-title match. Okay, so there's 6 title matches. I believe, which is a bit much. If I'm honest, and they're about to introduce it.
I was gonna say they do have way more titles than I think they should, but I mean, I get they do have a big roster, but at the same time, each like main show has like at least like 6 titles. They have their women's title.
Yeah, they have like
the women's
6,
tag
7
titles with their joint brand. They have the TV title or internet title for both men and women. They have mid-card titles. They have world titles. There's a lot of titles.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I won't lie.
Titles.
They have more titles than WWE does. Not saying something. Well, maybe not. They have a lot though. That's my.
Yeah.
They try to do too much with more like they do way more than they should. Once again, management's pretty chill. I don't have any issues with Kelly who runs PB or Andy who runs like the overall stuff. That's the main MFW owner in case you don't know Harpo, because I know you're not in any chats.
I mean, yeah,
so
they don't I know nothing about MFW, even though I try to watch it. They don't tell you anything, which bothers me so much. Like, even when people ask in the Rising Stars chat, we don't get told anything. It's like, oh, they just say, oh, watch announcements. It'll be announced soon.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't get announced till like a week later.
Well,
so
I don't know anything, but I don't know what. Okay, I can't say much about that because I'm not in that, but that's why this is good. We're both on here, but from my experience, I mean, it's the one thing I just hate is they do way too much. They have too many multi-man matches, have too many titles. But I mean, I get it, but you know, it might just be because I lose like every match that I'm a bit.
I mean, to be fair,
salty,
we have like we have a lot of APW titles for how small our roster is.
We have like 4 titles that are
4
gonna be right away.
now.
Yeah, well, that's all you need.
Yeah.
But just in case you wonder about APW would probably be its own.
We have concepts for more titles still.
Whenever we need them, if we need them. But that's only if we're not just gonna have titles to have titles. But so I don't have an issue with management or anything. They definitely do too many multi-man matches. I mean, I get it. It's to give people spots on the card, but you know, when you do 8-man battle royals, that just racks up losses for 7 people who could have just been in singles matches or smaller matches and actually had a chance of winning. I won like 2 matches on main roster because they were singles matches. Most of my matches, all the multi-man matches I was part of, I lost, I believe. I think I won maybe a 4-way that meant nothing. But I mean,
which like. Don't get me wrong, like, you know, multi-man matches are nice, you know, every now and then, but like when every show you do is just multi-man matches, like it's just nothing but chaos. You know?
Yeah, I mean that
like Fatal 4-Ways is kinda like the most you can go without it getting too much.
Yeah. I mean,
like, unless there's a storyline reason or it's like a new title, I don't see the point in
I will admit they're also not the greatest at doing tournaments. I mean, I think I was just leaving. I think Alex was still. That's my former tag partner, in case anyone doesn't know. I think he was still in PB, and he was telling me they announced the tag title tournament, which kind of started off good, but then they just eventually kind of just like, okay, here's finals. All right, done.
Yeah, it's kind of how I feel like Rising Stars is kind of going.
They kind of ignored it. Which, I mean,
they're kind of ignoring it.
It's just, you guys, if they are somehow watching this, hi, I don't hate you. I've said that multiple times during this.
I hate
but
you.
You do too. Oh. Okay.
I mean, my opinion could be changed if, you know, they kind of like change how some of the crap they do is going.
I definitely think that you guys need to tone down, if you are watching this, to tone down how much stuff you're just trying to do at once. Like, I get it. Like I said, you're trying to give everybody opportunity.
See, I'm gonna laugh.
I'm
gonna laugh if I get fired after this goes live.
You guys are just trying to do too much. I mean, I don't have a problem. Like I said, multiple times. I don't have a problem with you. It's just you're doing too much. That's my thoughts.
It's not Omega that has the problem. It's has the problem. Me has the problem.
Me has the. Okay, well.
Me has it. It's me.
One thing I also kind of want to bring up back to you about joining the community. Don't join as many feds as I did. I joined like 15 feds, and that burns you out quick. That's kind of why I'm not so active as much as I used to be. If anyone was wondering, I'm still in like 6 or 7 feds that I still know about. Some feds that just randomly pop up. I'm like, oh hey, I'm there. Okay, cool. Whatever. I'm in like 7, and some of them are inactive. That's also a lot of things. A lot of feds are shutting down nowadays because there's just been kind of decline in enjoyment in the community. But that could probably be its own separate episode if you guys want to see that after the podcast.
No, that kind of brings us perfectly into one of our suggested topics from.
Oh yeah, we do have a Q&A.
Our
We
tweet.
did do a Q&A, but it was like 10 minutes before we were recording this. We only have one question,
but
like, it's a good one.
So let me quote this.
Yeah.
So we've seen so many creators retire this year, and I've never really been able to connect with people when they say they're tired of it and end up wanting to leave. In your opinions, what leads to people feeling this way? And personally, to me, it goes to two things. Either one, where people just don't like the feds they're in. Like I don't like being an MFW. Honestly, I don't. Right now at least, my opinion could obviously be changed if, I get to see a different side of it other than just what I've been experiencing, because Omega seems to be all right with them,
Yeah.
But, but also, like, that's the career side, but, like, also, if you're running a fed and you get nothing but toxic people, like, you
or, name redacted 1, 2, or 3. Yeah.
No, you can say their names, it's fine. This is a shoot podcast. It's okay.
Well, everybody already knows them. AA, which, by the way, yes, we're called AAK, the Appalachian Avengers, but we have no relation to him. Yes, any dumb bastards from the community. Hope that doesn't.
Literally, I don't even know who he is.
Yeah, we haven't been here long.
Omega's explained it to me like 3 or 4 times, and I still don't know.
Yeah, and then there's also the lore situation person that's a cunt. Fuck them.
I've seen.
I'm gonna be the reason. I
mean, I guess I have. I have interacted with them. With them.
Yeah, they joined
without realizing it.
We didn't know it was them. They joined Premiere and Headstorm too, and then they eventually got banned from all 3.
I'm a lot more like lax on people because I know how hard it was for me to join a fed.
We'll let people join, but like if we figure stuff gets real or we figure stuff out, then we gotta go, because we do need we need a roster. We can't just ban everybody assuming stuff. Especially found out though.
Especially since we're like a brand new fed and crap. It's like we have to take everything we get.
Yeah. That's not saying your cause is necessarily bad, but yeah.
Yeah. Like huge shout out to Havoc, Jesus, and Double M, who all joined within the first day. Shout out to them.
I don't know why. Thank you guys, but I don't know why you would.
Yeah. But honestly, most people end up quitting either because they just get put in crappy feds, or they have to deal with the AAs and lorries and whoever else.
Well, I have
constantly
more reasons why people could. So
I mean, it's also because some people join 10,000 feds.
Dane shout out. I mean,
and
then, there's some people like I made the mistake, but luckily I was able to get out of it in time by either leaving a couple feds or some shutting down overall. Which isn't great for the fed, but it's great to get me out. I'm only in like I said, I think 5 or 6, and that's including me being in like 2 or 3 premiere fed or shows as of now. It's obviously gonna change. But
I'm trying to think. I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess technically 5 if you want to count AP Dub.
I wasn't counting AP Dub because we own it. Of course, we're a part of it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm a part of 4. 3 that I like, and 1 that's MFW.
What's the 4th one?
You're
in Headstorm, MWA,
0G.
Oh yeah, right. I kind of forget that exists. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, you're
I'm sure it's cool. Yeah, but I just kind of.
They haven't had a show yet. It's a new thing.
Yeah.
Kind of a new thing.
Yeah.
It's a cruiserweight
only works out.
Show.
I'm pretty. Isn't it like Double M and Havoc sort of thing, or like on that network?
Yeah, it's Double M. Yeah, Double M and Havoc on Uprising
Network.
That
works out for you guys.
Yeah. I hope it goes well. It's a cruiserweight only show. That's like interesting thing to me.
By the name. Yeah. Hopefully it works out.
Yeah, which works for me because that makes me the big heavy boy for once.
We could. By the way, the next episode could be just related to Caw wrestlers / people we know. If you guys want to see that. Obviously, all these episodes won't be related to Caw because this is Avengers Shoots. It could be on anything, but it'll be mostly tailored towards Caw because that's kind of where a lot of discussion can be had. And also back to the question though, why some
shoots
people
come from.
Burn out. It's just like, here's another reason why they may get burnt out. It's because it's the same. If you go to a majority of popular shows, it's the same people on every show. That's the issue. Because of how many people join. Yeah. You'll see Jaden Chat on pretty much any CAW show. I'm surprised he hasn't joined APW yet. Because he joins every show, which all respect to him. It's a way to, rack up titles and crap, sure, but he doesn't
it also makes it so it also makes it so people who do try to pay attention to a few shows and try to make a few shows great, and they just get screwed over by the people who are huge names, but they're everywhere because they join everything.
Yeah.
It's cool if you want to be in everything, that's fine, but if you have a call, do the call a favor and just have them in a few shows, and then make another call for other shows.
It's Jaden Shadow, I don't have personal issues with him, but seeing him on every show kind of is it's just Jaden Shadow. Yeah. He's not he's a pretty big name because of it, but it's not that big of a deal when you see him because he's pretty much on every show almost every show that I'm a part of, especially on the story-based side of things.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of happy with APW specifically. APW really doesn't have that many everyone who's on APW isn't on 10 bajillion shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're on
APW,
you're on APW actually. And a few other feds. We have a lot of new people.
So good.
We got new people.
Good thing.
We got new people mixed with a good bit of people who've been in the community for a long time.
It's kind of what I aim for. If anybody watching this remembers good old CBW, but that kind of fell through because I wasn't. Stuff happened. We won't get into that. That could be an episode also. That could be an hour-long episode of just me ranting if I wanted to.
There's hour-long episodes of everything.
Yeah. We do have a lot we can do. We can definitely do more episodes of this if you guys are interested, but we've pretty much covered the base stuff we wanted to talk about. I guess, so obviously we've talked about your debuting and stuff, but
yeah.
I guess one thing we can talk about or give advice to is new people trying to join, what they should do. Per se.
Force yourself into conversations.
That's pretty much it.
If you become friends with, if you show people that you're not stupid and you're a chill person, then you're
here to actually and can spell correctly, or else you'll be accused of being AA or lore.
Yeah,
but I throw that in there.
You get signed.
Yeah.
Immediately.
And just have a good character.
That's what happened with me.
Some tips in terms of your call specifically, possibly getting signed, is make sure you actually put some time into his attire and stuff. Think out a gimmick and actually play it out in multiple situations.
Yeah.
It took 10 hours for me to perfect Omega, or what I would call perfecting. The Omega you see now, it took me about 10 hours to do, and that's because I kept changing his gimmick. So
you can ask Omega because he was here when I made Harpo.
I was there.
Call. It took forever.
Yeah.
I went through a lot. I kept going back and forth what his gimmick should be.
Also, don't be afraid to ask people for help. I wouldn't necessarily completely rely on people, but if you need either if you somebody an opinion, or maybe if you need some logos. I know I worked with shout out to Failed Hero. He's one of the owners of WWWN. He helps create some of the logos that you've seen on Omega since the beginning of 2K19. The ones on his pants and stuff. He helped create those for me because at the time I didn't have Photoshop or anything, and I was awful at creating stuff. So
yeah,
I've gotten slightly better. But yeah, before we took a class, it literally gave us free Photoshop as long as we have the class every year in high school. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Shout out to them, but that's not important.
But and if you need somewhere to get an opinion, me and Omega would be perfectly fine with giving opinions. My opinion doesn't mean as much because I haven't been here forever, but I can
mine doesn't mean that much either because I'm not that big of a name, and I obviously don't have I'm not the greatest COD creator in the world. Omega's alright, but he's not.
An opinion's still an opinion.
Obviously.
Bounce off all your calls against someone else, because there might be something you think, oh yeah, this is great, but if you start thinking about more, you realize where it has a bunch of shortfallings.
Yeah.
And that's why making Harpo took so long, because I kept bouncing ideas off of Mega. He'd bounce an idea back onto me, and I'd bounce it back.
We spent literally pulled an all-nighter for him to create Harpo, and then had a 2-hour-long match.
Yeah.
I guess technically 2-hour-long matches, same thing. We sat there for 2 hours, literally just playing the game, seeing all of his stuff, and seeing if it clicked.
Yeah, making sure.
I just want to point out, our calls click way better than they should, even when it's AI. We tested out that match.
That's why
it's on the first episode of AP Dub.
Yeah, that's why it's the opening match. Because we've tested it on both of our consoles, and it's freaking amazing.
Our calls click way better than they should. So
that's one thing. Like, you may think, oh, my call doesn't, like, you may be testing your call against something, and it's like, oh, it's just not working. Testing is a bunch of different fighting styles.
Also, reach out. Another tip about joining people is literally you have to reach out. Like I said, I had to reach out to 2 feds just to get the start. You can't just expect them to come to you unless you know a lot of big names.
Unless you're a huge name,
they're not gonna come
unless you're a huge name
right away.
No one's gonna come for you. No one's gonna come for you.
Nowadays, shout out to the bigger names that do this. They'll find new people, talk to them, try and get them some tips and get them somewhere. I didn't have that. You only had that with me. But some people, big people,
I got lucky with that.
So shout out to them.
Because I
try to help
him
people,
here.
But like I try to help people get a start. But I can't do too much.
The most I can do to help you get a start is just sign you to AP Dub, because I don't
pretty much. Just give you a place to be showcased, even though it's not that big. Quite yet.
Yeah.
It could be, but you never know.
You see, it's not that big, but there's a bunch of people in AP Dub that own their own feds that
That is true. We do have Matt Havoc. Shout out to him. He owns UFG, I believe. Unless he shut that down.
We also have
thought about it, but it's a lot.
We also have Jesus, who owns MWA.
Yeah,
that's
one of the
company that starts with an M that I like.
Yeah.
And that's
a company on Premiere, one of the biggest networks that I know of Caw shows, possibly the biggest network specifically.
And we have Double M, who owns 2
Headstorm and his own cruiserweight show.
Headstorm and 0G and that stuff.
So joining AP Dub is definitely a way to reach out more, especially obviously if you're on the Xbox side. If you're a PlayStation call, it might be a bit hard. We'll try to recreate you, but it can't.
I mean, I've done it once. I did a recreation once.
That was a pretty basic one, though. That was the basic one.
It was a basic one, and it just takes a while. That. So, I'm not the best of it. I would suggest
we'll try.
Find somebody.
We can't promise.
I'll try to find. What we'll do is I'll try to find somebody to do it for you, and help you with it, who's better than me. And if I can't find anyone, then I'll just buckle down with you and do it.
Do have
just
people,
know it takes a lot of screenshots.
Yeah, it takes a lot of stuff. And it's a pain, especially if you obviously have a lot of custom logins and stuff, which, I mean, obviously most people do. It's fine. It makes sense, but it's a pain.
Also, just know, you don't need to have the most complicated looking thing in the world for it to be good.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Omega stuff is basic as crap. It's not complicated at all.
It doesn't need to be complicated to look good.
Yeah, no. Omega's not great, like I said, but it's a decent one. He's a decent boy.
Yeah. He's a very pretty boy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's just some stuff I can kind of give you. Obviously, talk with more people. Talk to people. I didn't really I had started to get my name out there when I started, talking to people, reaching out to feds. I joined a lot of feds that were starting up. Obviously, like I said, I tried to help people, so that's another thing to do. If you see some new feds starting up, maybe, just be like, oh, hey, I'll sign with you, just so you have another superstar. I signed with, I can name a couple. OTR, On the Rise Wrestling, had just started there. I don't know what's up with them, but you obviously don't know these feds properly. These are the feds I'm a part of, though. Instance Wrestling I was a part of. Then it went on a hiatus.
I mean, to be fair, I'm probably not gonna join many more feds with.
Yeah, I joined
myself.
A lot of feds.
I have other calls.
Yeah, I joined.
I had to make because APW doesn't have.
Yeah. APW still needs people, but that's not important right now. That's not the purpose of this, quote unquote podcast. But
they exist.
But yeah, like I said, just reach out to maybe smaller feds. That's another way to get your name. I joined Rev Pro was another one I joined. I joined a lot of feds that were just starting out. Some of them do fizzle out, after a show or two.
Yeah.
Some of them last maybe in months, and then they'll fizzle out. But that's a good way to get a start for bigger feds to reach out to you.
Plus,
Obviously,
just being in a smaller fed like that, there'll be owners of other feds in those smaller feds, because that's one thing that
it's kind of
staple.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of owners of feds go to smaller feds.
This is gonna be a funny comparison, but it's kind of like our IRL wrestling. You have to start at the bottom before you can work your way up. So
yeah, unless you just know people.
Yeah.
Which again, is like our IRL wrestling.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cough, Cody Rhodes, cough. The big shoot there.
Well, that's another podcast for another day.
Another podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but to be fair, he was only in WWE because his father is Dusty Rhodes.
Look, probably, but yeah. That's once again podcast for another day.
Podcast for another day, yeah. Gotta save the topics.
Yeah, man. But yeah, honestly, if you are a new person and you somehow find this, you can reach out to us if you want to sign a fake dub. It's a place.
They'll probably
I wouldn't call it a great
link.
Place to sign.
We'll put a link in the description.
We'll put a link to the Discord. Or Harpo will, because I'm too lazy. But
yeah.
Because
there'll be a link to that in the description.
We'll link to the Discord. Join, and that's a way to talk to us. We're both on. One of us is on. Typically,
always.
Yeah.
And if we're not on, there's other people who are helpful.
Shout out to Jesus.
There's always someone helpful.
They're always helpful. And Double M. On.
Yeah.
Well, he's a British boy, if I remember correctly.
Well, yeah.
So he's not always available, but when he is, shout out to him too.
They're all very helpful.
They're helpful.
They're very helpful and supportive. So like if you have questions,
they can direct you.
Them would help you.
Yeah, at least until we can get to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of all the tips mostly that we can give you. I'm sure there's more we can talk about though if you want.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about the inspiration of Gage Horace, because that won't take long.
Oh, are we gonna do? Okay, we can talk about Gage Horace. That's a 10-hour long podcast if you wanted to, but
oh yeah, it could be forever. Okay, Gage Horace is inspired by a real person that we both hate.
Well, he hates, and I just am kind of neutral with now. Me and him, yeah.
I hate.
Yeah. We can.
So how do we start about Gage Horace?
Do we want to get into why you hate and I'm only neutral with the person, or do we want to talk about why we created Gage Horace, which was literally just for the memes and the name?
A bit both.
Okay, well, I guess we'll start.
The name doesn't need explained. I feel like you can put 2 and 2 together for the name.
Yeah, I literally just came up with the name. We wanted to make a jobber. We have a couple jobbers we just made that were fun, but we wanted to create one, and I came up with the name.
Our only.
We were talking about.
He's our only permanent.
I can't remember who brought up his name, but we brought up the IRL person. We're just
gonna
say
no, it was you.
Name.
You're telling me a story
YouTuber,
about it.
Great Bandito, who has like 10 subs. I mean, like 20 or something. I don't know how much subs he has, but he used to be a YouTuber. It's his channel, The Great Bandito. I don't anymore. He doesn't upload, so it doesn't matter. But
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that person, IRL, his name is somewhat similar to Gage Horace. We won't say his actual name because that's a dick movie, and if you hate him.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the last name's completely different, so like don't think
I'm
gonna figure it out. It's like, no, it's completely different. We're not dumb.
Yeah, no.
We just chose Horace because it's horror.
It's funny. Yes, it's funny
to us.
Because we're teenagers and we have awful comedy and sense of humor. But so that's Gage Horace. We just need jobbers pretty much, and we came up with a name, and we just came up with a funny jobber.
Yes. Now on to why I hate him and why you're neutral to him.
Okay. Well, do you want to go first, since yours will be a bit more harsh and it'll probably take longer, or do you want me to get my opinion on him out of the way?
I mean, mine's more of that he's... Okay, I'll just go through mine first.
Okay.
It's more that he's just an unpleasant person. Because anyone who doesn't agree with him, he just sits there and insults. And he just... Like, that's just what he does.
Yeah.
If you disagree, like, me and him, I played Siege with him a few times, and if he got I'm gonna tell this full story. He got shot by a pixel peak by a glass on Oregon through the clubhouse, through the tower, because glass was on top of the tower. You know, very common peak if you know the game. And he raged.
He says he does, but he doesn't.
Threw the controller and screamed aggressively into the mic. And I said, where? He goes, he freaking hacker, he shot me through the window. So I walked over to the window, right? Because this is already after some other bullcrap happened. I was like, did he really pull bullcrap? And then the glass was literally in the window at this point. So, like, it was obvious to me that the glass was in the area. And it was just there. And then I was like, no, dude, the dude's right here. And then he just sat there and screamed at me. Just because I saw the glass, because I understand how Siege works.
Yeah, Greg is not a great person to play games with. That's my one thing I will say. I don't play video games
with him anymore. Play games with him. To be fair, my only experiences have been playing games with him. I've never really talked to him outside of that. Maybe outside of it, maybe, you know, Iro, he's fun to be with.
Talk about that.
I don't know.
I'll get to that since I sometimes talk to him IRL.
Because I know how much he rages, you know, I mean, I feel like it'd be funny if he was a jobber that lost at everything, because, you know.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I spoiled every match he's a part of. Gosh, did Lee.
Always a jobber. The moment we called him jobber, it kinda. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But I guess.
Okay.
Are you done? Do you need to rant more about him?
Yeah, I think no, I'm good.
Okay, well, my opinion on him is slightly better. I don't play games with him because I know how awful he is. I used to play games with him back in this old friend group I was a part of. Obviously, he's been on my channel a couple times, actually, my personal channel. But
you want to talk about the friend group?
Once again, that's we'll do that episode 2. That's an entire episode in itself. That's episode 2 now. Sorry if you guys suggest something that can be episode 3.
No.
That's episode 2 now. Say that I'll need an entire podcast.
Different ideas. It's an idea for.
Nope.
It's an idea for stuff. I don't know.
We don't know how often we're gonna post these, by the way, but that's a future episode at least.
At some point.
If you guys really enjoy these, we'll do more of them, obviously, more frequently. But we had the idea to do this.
I mean, whether you guys enjoy it, like, if you guys like are okay with them and they just kind of exist, we'll probably still do more, because
we'll just do them less frequently. But if they do super well, if you guys really enjoy these, especially since they'll be our first content that's actually premiered on YouTube, by the way. Hi, people in the chat. We're recording this in the past, but hello, feature chat, if anyone's there.
I mean, we'll be there.
We'll be there, but if anyone else is there...
I'm just saying hi to ourselves.
Hi. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's a thing for another. But back to Great Bandito, and we'll probably wrap this up, because I don't know how long it's been. Probably somewhat decently long.
It's 43 minutes.
Yeah, it's good enough. I'll rant for a couple minutes, probably. But Great Bandito... I'll start with my old opinion about him back when I talked to him every day, and then I'll get to my new opinion, I guess. But back then, he was a total jackass. I'm probably going to get us censored or taken down because of how much I'm about to say, but he was a cunt. I hated talking to him. I hated playing with him. All he did was rage, literally IRL, and anytime I played a game with him, I hate playing games with him. The one game that was decent to play with him was Sea of Thieves, and that's just because it's kind of hard to rage at Sea of Thieves because you get bored so fast.
I mean, since they added the skeleton ships, there's a way to rage.
Well, I stopped playing now before those were released.
Fair enough.
So I wouldn't know. I played with him maybe once after that, and it was on Roblox because it's kind of hard to rage at Roblox. But well. The game we were playing is kind of hard to rage, but at least there's some games maybe. And that's moving on. But I've started talking to him again this previous school year because also we know Myral. He goes to the same school. Well, I know Myral. You don't talk to Myral. I do sometimes because we had. Yeah,
I know Myral. I hate him still.
Oh yeah, but he's still He acts like a child. I'll just say that. He's still with that friend group. They're a bunch of immature children. I don't know why I ever hung out with them. Some of them are cool.
I mean, I know
like bad
some of them.
themselves.
Yeah, I know some of them.
I know some of them just act like it because it's funny to them.
Chill.
I know like 2 of them are chill out of that friend group.
Yeah.
And then the rest I don't talk to
you
anymore.
don't say which 2, so the rest don't get offended if they actually watch this.
Well, they know because they hate me. But once again, that's another podcast episode.
I don't know the entire friend group you're speaking of, so I'm not gonna speak anything on.
We'll talk to it after the podcast.
Well, no, I
just want to point out
like,
this
we
literally came up with the idea of this podcast last night at like 3 a.m. because this is pretty much what we do anyway. We just talk about things.
Why not just record it?
Yeah, and maybe make it somewhat related to a specific subject, but even though this one's kind of gone off the walls, but that's every podcast pretty much.
Yeah.
But back to Great Bandito. I started talking to him again because we got a couple classes together. He's not too bad when he's not in that friend group. He's like mostly just talking about games and stuff. He's still super negative. That entire friend group probably is still super negative. I don't know. He is. He hates everything. Everything's bad to him. We had our student talent show, I believe it was, and there was a band of kids that I thought personally tore the house down. But he was like, "Oh no, they sucked. They didn't do anything right." So, but I think they did all right. They did pretty good for what they did.
Oh, I know, band of kids. Oh no, okay. This band of kids was actually they did
stuff
really well.
It was pretty good.
They were a band of Kiss, and it literally sounded like you were just listening to Kiss.
I'm just gonna shout that band name. Shout out to New Old Age on Instagram. I think they have an Instagram. I'm pretty sure I follow it. But
whatever.
Shout out to them. They're like a band of kids from our school. Some of them are seniors, so I guess technically not from our school anymore. But shout out to them because they actually tore the house down.
Like,
they tore the house down.
Literally,
shout out to them. I know they'll never watch this, but shout out to them.
Oh yeah, I know they'll never watch this because we don't talk to them. But like,
yeah, I don't talk to anyone.
And I doubt anyone from PHS. I don't think anyone from PHS.
We just told them where our school is. If they know what PHS is, but
I don't care.
Yeah, they already know Appalachian. They could probably put it together. But we won't say any more about that. Moving on. Back to Great Bandito and rambling about how bad of a person he is to you and how he's a pretty bad person to me still.
Yeah.
And kind of wrap this up. I talked to him. He's alright now because all we do is talk about games. He's still super negative, so I just kind of, every time he starts to be super negative, I just kind of stop talking to him at the moment. I'll just go back to doing whatever we were doing in that class, or just go on the internet, because it's a class that has great computers.
Yes.
And
a lot of rambling.
Yeah. A lot of free time also. So, but yeah, he's I'm in the class. We'll talk about the class. He exists. I would never play games with him ever again, or talk to him when he's around that friend group again. But like, he's just kind of there to me, and then you hate him. So that's our thoughts on him. We could do more. We could talk about that friend group, like I said. If you guys want to see that, that'd probably be that video would probably most definitely get taken down because of how many swears I'd say. But it'd be fun for while it exists.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to point out to all of our normal people that watch our other videos, these are nowhere near the same to those videos. I'm not censoring myself at all in these. Unlike Minecraft and crap that I do.
This is more of a raw for what
you're seeing full on Goten / Omega. In this one,
Harpo.
I don't censor myself. I mean,
full on like
you get
what we're like.
Well, I mean, you get mostly us. Besides, you just get a censored version of us on our regular content. That's pretty much the only difference. Our other content.
You really?
Well, yeah, you don't cuss that often. Besides when you get angry or it's super late at night. But we won't talk about that because that would most definitely get us banned on Twitch and YouTube. We won't speak about that anymore.
We don't speak about those times.
You know. Not on stream or video, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we could probably wrap this up, or very close to the hour.
I was gonna wrap it up once you're done with it. We're at 50 minutes. So if you guys enjoyed this, leave a like. If you're not subscribed, whether you're from APW, a random person, or from somewhere else, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, because
if you want to watch some of our stuff live, we do stream most of our stuff live on Twitch. This is
link in the fourth wall here in the description.
Yeah, we got two. We use Harpo's and the A one, and we also have a link down there called TubeBuddy.com/Appalachia.
If you ever want to use TubeBuddy.
Yeah, it's a YouTube or Google, it's a Chrome extension, but it helps with YouTube and stuff. There's a free version. If you download that, we get a little kickback. We get a little bit of currency. If you click the link, you can download even the free version, obviously. We get a bit of a kickback.
We use all that kickback. Like we'd use that all to throw it right back into the channel and make better content for you guys.
First, we need to get Harpo a new mic, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. Besides the point. My mic sucks. It's fine. We all know.
I mean, mine's not much better, but yeah. But yeah, I think it's everything. If you want, we have a lot of Twitter links. Twitter.com/Apple_Avengers for the Appalachian Avengers Twitter that isn't related to APW. APW_Caw for APW. And
then we got our Instagram link for Appalachian Avengers.
Appalachian Avengers Instagram page. We have a lot of links in the description, so I understand if you don't go through them all, but you still should anyway.
Alright, you guys can go click off the video. This is just sellout time. If you want to listen to us sell out, just you can stay, but the rest of you.
Well, we're about to wrap up.
I got you.
So, thanks for watching. Fun stuff. Feel free to leave suggested subjects or stuff, or maybe questions for a future Q&A in the comments. And I think we're good to wrap up. If you're
another small YouTuber and would like to collab, hit us up.
Oh yeah, hit us up on Twitter or Instagram.
Well, hit me up specifically because I'm the one that kind of deals with that.
Yeah, he does manage collabs. But so message the Instagram page because he has full creative control, which is a meme on itself. Oh, we need memes for the podcast. More memes.
You can message to Twitter. I guess I can respond there too. But like,
it's mostly on Twitter though. But yeah.